What's up? It's Susie from Hey Grill Hey, and today we are making what I think might be the greatest food duo on planet Earth, steak and potatoes. But we're doing it a little extra bougie in the backyard. We're doing steak frites. So ribeye steak with a beautiful lemony compound butter and extra crispy fries that we fry on the Weber kettle. Very delicious, very easy. I definitely think you can pull this one off, so let's do it. I was gonna eat that and then stupid wind. Now, steak frites requires a little bit of upfront work before we start cooking, but that means that when everything's ready, it's ready and you get to enjoy it all at once. So we're gonna start with our Mâitre d' hotel butter. Now this is basically just fancy words for a compound butter, but the flavors in here are absolutely poppin', and they offset the richness of this ribeye and the deep fried French fries in such a beautiful way. So butter, lemon juice, lemon zest, some fresh thyme, some fresh grated garlic, and a good shake of my beef seasoning to cover all of that salt, pepper flavor profile. Your butter has to be really soft here or the lemon juice just won't incorporate at all. So make sure it is very softened butter. Once your hotel butter is ready, set it aside, you'll need that later. Another thing that I've got prepped and rolling is I've got my peanut oil in a really deep cast iron skillet on my grill over the charcoal. It's preheating right now. We're shooting for about 325 degrees as the temperature for the oil. Our potatoes, our frites, are getting a double fry. That's the secret to really beautiful golden brown, crispy, crunchy fries. I've got 2 russet potatoes. Cut these into julienne. You can peel them if you like, but I actually really prefer some skin on fries. So this one's kind of dealer's choice. Oil's ready, fries are going in gently and slowly because we're doing this outside over coals. I definitely don't want my oil to bubble over and cause an inferno. I'll probably do these in 2 small batches for about 3 to 4 minutes is all we really need for this first fry. After your first fry, you're just gonna pull them out. They will still be very blonde. These are not supposed to look like French fries yet. I like to pull them off onto a baking sheet with a flat cooling rack right above it, so that excess oil can drain away. Batch number 2. While these guys are frying, I'm gonna season up my ribeye. This is a boneless, beautiful prime ribeye with tons of fat in there. Oh my gosh, it's so windy. The seasonings are just, this is a tornado situation. Both of those sides seasoned with beef rub. I'm gonna put it on the indirect heat side of the grill just so that it can start catching some of the heat and start that slow process of bringing the temperature up on the steak on the grill. Batch 2, ready to come off their first fries. Now we're gonna let these hang out and rest for a minute. While our oil is over the coals, we want the temperature in the oil at this point to come up above 400 degrees. The first fry was to cook the potatoes through. The second fry is to give them that beautiful golden, crispy, crunchy outside. So we'll give it just a couple minutes and then we'll move on to double frying our fries and grilling our steak. Oil's at 425. I've got a nice gray color on my steak, which means that it's coming up in temperature, but it's not cooked through on the inside, which is exactly what I want. So these are gonna go in for the second fry. Again, maybe 2 to 4 minutes, so you don't wanna walk away. Keep an eye on them. Once they turn a nice golden brown, they're ready to come back out onto our cooling rack. Oh, look at the color on those French fries. It makes me so happy. I mean, just look at the color difference between the first fry and the second fry. While these are finishing, I'm gonna pop my steak over the direct heat of these hot, hot coals and get that a nice crispy crust on the outside too. We want everything, whoa, we want everything to be golden brown and delicious. Our hot fries are off the grill. Now is the time to salt. I've got some really fine sea salt. You wanna give them a healthy coating of salt here. Now we've got our beautiful hotel butter. I'm gonna paint a good dollop of that on top of the steak so it can kind of melt down over the steak because the exterior of this steak is still hot from the grill. Oh yeah, you can see it's already melting. So we're gonna let that go while it rests. Pile up some of these beautiful, crunchy, double fried potatoes. And this is like the bougiest version of a steak and potatoes dinner that you can possibly have. But I think it's really fun for a date night. Pair it with a beautiful salad, or don't, I guess, if you're feeling indulgent. I won't judge you. Todd, you always pick the best time to show up.
What's up?
So we've got crispy fries, grilled ribeye steak, and this lemony herb compound butter.
Whoa!
I know. Dipping the fries in the butter feels like a real indulgence. And I'm here for it. The fries are so good.
Is that a ribeye?
This is a ribeye. Can I take you a little bite off of here?
From the spinalis?
Yeah, that means I really actually love you. Okay, charcoal grilled ribeye. The butter has lemon zest, lemon juice, garlic, some beef rub. So you get a beautiful charcoal grilled ribeye, medium rare.
Whoa.
And then you got these crispy, crunchy fries. This is like the best of everything. Before I shove this whole bite in my mouth, because I've already been sampling the fries, if you would like to grab this recipe, the printable version is on heygrillhey.com, or you can download the Hey Grill Hey app, and it'll have a digital version there for you available as well.
Dude, that's crazy good.
I'm so glad you like it.